My real name is Carolina.
She started her music career by appearing on the Colombian version of X Factor.
Karol G is a prime example of what it means to make your dreams come true.
And
And the Grammy goes to...
Que iba Colombia, Karol G.
I won my third Grammy.
Coachella lineup for 2026 headliner.
El Latin Grammy es para
Karol G!
Coachella Music Festival is making an epic comeback this year with none other than Karol G!
Hi, Daddy Gang. Welcome to a very special episode of Call Her Daddy. I'm about to sit down with one of the headliners of Coachella, the one, the only, Karol G. I have so much planned for this episode, and I want to bring you along every part of Karol's Coachella journey. So this is going to be a two-part episode. The first part, we are going to get cozy in the studio, and we're going to hear Karol open up about some things that she has never shared before. And then we are packing our bags, and we are going to follow Karol behind the scenes as she makes history as the first Latina to ever headline Coachella. So if you're not attending Coachella this year, do not worry, you're not gonna get FOMO, because I am going to bring you the VIP experience right to your couch. So, are we ready? Let's go.
What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper, with Call Her Daddy.
Karol G, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
The little gritico, of course, because I'm in Call Her Daddy. How are you?
I am so good. I've been so excited to sit down with you. I feel like you're just like taking over the world right now. You are a Grammy winner. You're selling out stadiums worldwide. And now you're headlining Coachella. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Of all of these things, you've had so much success. What is one of the best parts that you've been able to just like celebrate? And what are you enjoying the most of all of this right now?
That's a complex question, because I think I'm going to answer and then 10 minutes later, I'm going to think about something different. And then tomorrow,
it's okay.
I'm going to be thinking like, maybe this too. Because I'm like, right now, I'm just like a roller coaster of feelings and emotions. And even with the preparation and the rehearsals and the studying, all this process for this show had opened my mind in so many different ways. So I every day just see something different. I feel super blessed, of course. I feel super responsible of a lot of things. I feel super proud at the same time. I feel super nervous. I don't know if you know, but after I finished the tour, Mañana Será Bonito tour in July 2024. And since that July, I haven't been on stage. Like, no, with a show of mine. Bad Bunny was in Medellin, so I sing with him like a song that we have together, but not me on stage performing like a full show. And this is crazy because I love my fans.
And now you're headlining Coachella.
And I'm headlining. Yeah, I'm going to present, I'm going to present the songs of my last album in Coachella.
Do you get nervous though saying that? Like, are you someone that gets nervous performing on stage? Like if you haven't done it in a while, or does it come back immediately naturally?
More than nervous, I'm like, I need to be on stage. I love stage. Like for me, being on the studio, like doing music and being on stage, like I'm my happiest place to be.
What does it mean to you to have this opportunity to represent your community and get up there and do this for them?
This is huge. Like, I think to have a purpose is the most important thing. Even when we started like talking about the creative details of the show, I was like, let's start from the message. Because I love shows, but I love to be on shows that they have a meaning, they have a reason, they have like something to stand for. And this is my opportunity to stand for my community, you know, like as an artist and being there. I've all the times feel that we can have a voice, but sometimes it's not enough. But to be on that specific stage is to have a big voice, this opportunity to have a big voice for them. So yeah, I'm going to be there speaking a little loud.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Ashley. Ashley Luxe is an all-new collection that's changing the meaning of luxury and inspires your everyday spaces with premium furnishings at a surprisingly practical price. Daddy Gang, these pieces are so well made with quality materials like wood, stone, velvets, leather, and brushed metal. It feels very next level, but what I love most is how easy they make it to actually make the space feel like you. The Ashley Luxe collection has so many fun accents and decor that you can just mix and match to your style because your home should reflect who you are and how you live, right? For me, I love being able to host at my house, and there is nothing worse than hosting a big dinner where someone is stuck at the end of the table and can't see or hear half the group. That is why I have been loving Ashley Neo line. Hi, they have the most beautiful curved wood tables that everyone can fit comfortably around. They're timeless, sturdy. They come in this like gorgeous espresso finish that makes everything just feel a little bit more elevated. If you're feeling ready to upgrade your space, it's time to head to Ashley. Discover the new Ashley Luxe collection by visiting Ashley in store or online at ashley.com/LUXE. Can we talk about your evolution as an artist? Because you're sitting in front of me today, so successful, headlining Coachella, Grammys, selling out, all the things, which is so amazing. But when you were younger, did you expect this to be your career? Like, what life did you envision for yourself?
Yeah, actually, I think I always wanted to be a singer. Like my father, he loves to sing. And he used to have like a band when he was like young. And he used to take me when I was 4 or 5 years old, like to sing with him, like duet songs. So at that time, I think I was very into the music. So when I grew up, I studied music. I studied like different instruments, violin. I studied like drums. I studied like electric guitar. Actually, I got in love really with my voice. That's the instrument that I love the most. But everything just was guiding me that this is what I really want to do. There's another part of me that I wanted to be a motorcycle rider professional. Like I love motorcycles and that's my hobby. I
love sitting with artists because it's always something like that. Like it's always like, if I wasn't going to do this, then I was going to do, and then it's something so random that I'm like, what? Do you drive motorcycles?
Yeah, I love motorcycles. You have to come with me.
On the back of your bike?
A really bichota moment, like riding motorcycles in Medellin, Colombia. You're going to love.
Do you put guys on the back of your bike?
Yeah, like even my friends, when they don't know how to ride, like they come.
But if you were going on a date, would you have a guy get on your motorcycle?
Okay. Actually, that's how it started. Like a little bit like my last relationship. Like even my first gift was a motorcycle.
I thought you were gonna say my first gift was you can come on my motorcycle. You bought him a motorcycle?
Yeah, I bought him a motorcycle.
Wait, that's an amazing gift.
Yeah.
We're going to get to relationships. Okay, go back for a second though. 14 years old, it was your dad's idea for you to audition for L Factor X. That's pretty young. Like, what did you want out of that experience?
I was very shy in my school. I always was very, very shy at that time specifically. And I didn't want to go. Like, I love to sing. I love to perform. Even at that time, I was like this little girl that always wanted to sing in front of the family, but not like that. And my father just did the line. It was crazy. He got the number. Then I didn't want to go, but I went. And I got chosen. And we started like recording the TV show. And then I got out. And when I got out, like my parents were like super heartbroken, but I was like, I didn't really care like about it because I was like, I was like little kid, like you don't really understand like what's happening. But then after that, there is this person that asked to sign a contract to start like a artistic process. My parents, they asked me, do you want this or you do? And actually, at that time I said like, this is interesting. Like I wanna understand how this is about. Like my father showed me the movie of Selena Quintanilla, And for me, that movie, it changed my life completely. I was like, oh my God, I just visualized myself a lot in her story. And it gave me like the strength and the confidence, exactly. And yeah, my parents signed that contract and I started working.
Before you signed a contract, I feel like I remember reading that you really were working it to try to get gigs before just like you come across a manager and you get signed, right? So like, what were some of the shows that you were booking while you were working with your dad trying to get noticed and seen in the industry?
My father and I, we became like the craziest, most amazing team ever created in history of the music. And I said that because we were like, my father and I, like sitting at a table calling to different places, and I was like, hi, you're talking with Karol G assistant, she's an artist. And it was me, like, or it was him, like, and we were like this big team. Oh, you need to talk to the executive, like, okay, he's gonna call you later on.
Wait,
so
Karol,
my father
would you change your voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling. Hi, I want to talk with Karol G.
Hello, we're calling from this Karol G team, and we asking you to, of course, we're showing she had this great music. She's Latina. She can sing in school. She can sing in, in university. She can sing in. Everybody, do you need? She has a great music. She has a great show. She comes with the artists. She comes with the dancers, and she comes with all the amazing stuff. If you want to do something, just please call us. We're going to be like super grateful to be part of your show.
You're a saleswoman.
No, but no, it's at the time it worked. Like, we did a lot of schools,
Clearly.
universities. It was amazing.
You have to work it, and you have to, like, whether you pretend you have a fake assistant or whatever it is, sometimes it's what you have to do to get people to then believe, like, oh, she's got a team. Like, she is so big. Like, this is a really big deal that I'm speaking. Meanwhile, it's like, it's you.
Girl, it's all about the movie. Like, it's kind of, there is this big phrase that I love, that the way how they see you, they treat you. So you are the one to have to put yourself first in a specific spot, and you have to believe it. And then everyone is going to believe it too. But if you don't do it, like,
yeah, it won't happen.
No, it won't happen.
So Karol, you though were trying to break into reggaeton in the beginning, right? Which is a male-dominated genre. And so although now you have this confidence and you have this success, like, what type of responses in the beginning days were you getting from these music executives who were mainly men?
Yeah, it felt like always like a negotiation. I was very blessed that I have my father on the road with me, but actually, even having him by my side, there were so many things that they were like fucked up. Like, I don't know. For me, I just feel like I feel grateful because I had those experiences, and now I feel that I have to speak for all my women community. But it was crazy. It was all about, like, first, there's a lot of people that tells you that you're not enough to do something, that they want to show you the way to do it, how and what you have to sell to have a position. And of course, if you are in a room of like full of respected men, it's kind of, you are in this second position where you have to just listen and go for the things that they plan. I hated that. I hated everything, and I hated it. Almost made me hate what I do. It almost made me hate like my music and everything. So it was hard. Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah. I'm so happy, obviously, to now see you in this place, because I think I've spoken to so many women, right, where I sit with them and we talk about how being a young woman in any industry, not just music, but any industry, there's such a power imbalance when you are a young woman and you're in these rooms with all of these powerful men. And like you said, you kind of lose your voice because you kind of just have to agree and say yes, because you're really made to feel so small. And I know early in your career, when you were 16 years old, what you were referring to is you signed with a manager who was in his 50s and he crossed the line, right? How did that experience affect the way that you viewed the music industry as a whole?
It kills all the emotion and all the love that I used to have for music, you know? And at that time, there's so many things that you feel that you're not able to talk. Like, that's why I always say that it's super important to teach people to be open with all the feelings and all the different experiences. Because sometimes you want to say things, but you don't find the way, or you don't have this, I don't know. But you cannot speak about them. And at that time, I couldn't speak about nothing. And I just said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I just told my father, please, just take me out of this. Like, help me. I don't feel comfortable. And I just asked my father, just please take me out of here. And my father, he was my father. He had to pay he worked a lot of years just to pay, like, what it cost to be out of that contract. But I moved to New York to an aunt's house. And my father was like very concerned about, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, well, it's kind of, he felt that it was kind of something that I wanted to do, you know, like we say in Espanol, un capricho. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's kind of, if it was something that I don't want this anymore and I just want to start a new thing. But in the really deep situation, I could never explain, but he just believed in that he didn't want to do that.
I think something you said too, Karol, that's so relatable for women is like, sometimes, and I agree, it's so important to talk about this, because hopefully if there is a woman who's listening to this going through something like that right now, maybe she will feel more comfortable to speak up. But it's so hard in the moment because you feel, it's like debilitating. You feel frozen, right? Yep. Knowing how much your dad was your biggest supporter and was there with you, like, can you explain for people who may not understand, like, why you didn't feel like you could tell him what happened?
I think because there were so many things that happened to me that they were like a first experience, even in mind and situation that I never before spoke about. Everything was new. So I was like, how I explain this if I don't know even if people live this? Like, it's kind of like now I don't even understand how I couldn't say nothing, but I couldn't. It was like kind of, I was embarrassed of the things. I was embarrassed of myself. It's something that there's no explanation. But I just feel that girls need to understand that you have to speak. There's not a way if you have someone that is making you feel uncomfortable, disrespected, not dignity at all. There's nothing good that is going to happen. Nothing good. Like, because you think this is the way or whatever. That's never going to be the way. That's going to make you lose time, and that's going to make you lose yourself. And I learned that, like, later on. And sometimes, like, yeah, I'm really a nice person and I love, but there's people that can sit in a chair and say, like, oh, that bitch, yeah, you think that she's really good vibe, but she's not. Like, I'm going to sit and I'm going to say, like, do you actually are conscious about what happened, what you did on me for you to say that? Because now I really make sure people respect me in the room. Like, I love everything, but I'm not like with some, I'm not gonna be sitting with someone, I'm gonna say hi, I'm gonna be very polite, but that's just we won't gonna cross the line of if you respect me or not. And I learned that really late.
Yeah, but
took me time.
But it's so relatable, unfortunately, and I appreciate you speaking on it because there are so many women that are going to be listening to this, and I do think it's the first lesson that you're really saying is, like, giving ourselves grace when we go through something for the first time. As women, we are taught to a lot of times appease men. And I think it's just recently that we're being able to have conversations being like, that was not okay. You should not have been put in that position. But when you are in those positions, you kind of just freeze and you don't know what to do. And so a lot of times we have to give ourselves grace that that was our response because we don't know what else to do. But then it takes growing up and learning and growing and becoming stronger. And it sucks that we have to become stronger from all the pain that we endure as women and going through these hard situations. But it does make us stronger. So now when someone is coming, whether they're trying to take advantage or they are treating you a specific way, now Karol G can sit in her room, and it makes me upset for you that you learned it through such a painful moment, but you now know exactly what you will not put up with. And there you go.
What is the craziest thing about it? That then, like, living life, I just knew a lot of girls that they had the same situation, and I was like, wow, this is something that repeats a lot. This is something that we really have to stand for, because it's kind of it I don't know, but it looks like it was a normal thing. You know, like a normal thing in the process of every girl that wants to do something huge in their lives. So that's why let's start from the opposite. Let's start being hard and boss and respect yourself first instead of learning it late. And this message, and I'm going to speak to the camera, this message goes to the parents too. Because actually the communication starts at home. And if you're telling like, no, don't do that. Men, they do that. No, don't hold that. Because like actually men do that. No, teach a girl to be strong from the beginning. We can do everything. And actually I love to read books about like mind and about spirituality and everything, and most about girls. And we have a really strong spirit, like over everything. We can do the most crazy, amazing, like girls that they give life, like they give birth, you know, like, so starting from that, like just believe that your girls at home, they can do whatever they want. They're as a strong, they're even stronger. Like it's a message for everyone, you know.
Such a good point. And is there anything now that you have had so much success and you're in your position that you would want to say to those men who doubted you or didn't treat you right? What would you say to them now?
Oh no, my work is speaking about me, so I don't have anything to say. Like they can watch but everyone is so welcome to be enjoying my show, because it happens that I have had people in my show that they are like, so sorry about this and whatever, and I don't take it like personal. Like that, enjoy, like you're part of this, and I just hope you learn. You're like, you
can watch me on stage at Coachella. I'll be on the main stage. Where are you, bitch?
Yeah, a little bit like that.
I'll say it for you, Karol.
You're exactly. You're like, telling it. Yeah, better. Better.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Uber Eats. You already know Uber Eats delivers your late night cravings in your favorite restaurants. But now, listen up. They are delivering something just as exciting. Ready for this? Sephora. All of your go-to beauty products can show up right at your door in as little as 25 minutes. Everything also is the same price as it is in store. You just basically save the time by not having to leave your couch or mid-makeup order it, so it's there by the time you have to finish your makeup. This has been such a lifesaver for me. I actually cannot explain it to you guys, especially when I'm shooting Call Her Daddy episodes outside of the studio and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this one makeup thing. No, totally fine. Uber Eats, Sephora, we're good to go. There are so many moving parts when we're on location also, and sometimes it gets super hectic and I'll forget my favorite lip liner, and then everyone's like, just use this one. And I'm like, I won't look the way I want to look. I need that exact lip liner, and only Sephora has it. So basically, instead of running around or settling on what's ever left in my bag or borrowing from someone, I can just open Uber Eats and get exactly what I need right when I need it. Order Sephora on Uber Eats today and get your glam delivered straight to your door. Check app for availability. Delivery fees may apply. So you work with your father, you get out of this situation with this manager, your career really starts taking off, and then you start collaborating with some major artists, and your album, Mañana Será Bonito, it broke so many records. It's crazy. How were you feeling emotionally when your career really just started to take off?
No, you know what? Like, even we did this stadium tour with Mañana Será Bonito, and right now I have the same status as a bucket list for my next tour. It's crazy because you live it, and your brain is like kind of not ready for it. It didn't happen to me, you know. I don't know, but now I still have like the same places that I just went, and I have it in my bucket list. I want to be there, and I don't know, but when you're on stage and you see all that amount of people that they made these crazy efforts to pay the ticket and everything, it's kind of like your brain is not ready for it. And I wasn't ready for that album and for that tour at that time.
And because that obviously that album changed your life, and I know it was really inspired by your own relationship, how did it feel to share those emotions and experiences with your fans?
I think they were part of the rebellion. Of course, they started like being just feelings that then it was part of the rebellion. And my only way to speak was about like through my music. And I always say like, Karol G is a really good artist and a really good musician, but heartbroken Karol G, girl, get ready. That's something crazy, because like that's when like my superpower comes out.
You're like, I'm gonna write some bangers, get ready. And the world was like, okay, yeah, these are bangers. I mean, I think about that album, and I know like I've been in unhealthy relationships. I think probably everyone listening has. But when you get out of it and you have that clarity, you're like, how did I not see that? But there's so much that goes into relationships that, again, it's like, even if there's a bad moment, then it's met with a good moment. And then you remember the good, and then it happens again. It's like, I don't know if you have, but like, have you ever made excuses for a partner's behavior?
Yeah, of course. Like, you romanticize everything. And that's how brain works, because our body hates pain. So our brain is going to put like, yeah, this is bad. But remember when he was nice this time, and you're like, yeah, maybe it's not that bad. But then you spend like a lot of time, like, you know, doing negotiations with your brain. And then no, it's I know, exactly.
Have you ever been in a situation where you look back and you really realize like, oh, I started to lose myself in that relationship? And what did that look like for you?
No, that happens a lot to me. And actually, I need to work that on me, because if not, I'm gonna fail every relationship. Now I know that, because when you start like having a relationship with a person, you need from the beginning to set things that they're like this, you know. You have your life, you do things this way, you do things this way. It's two people that complements each other. But when you start like changing for the other person just to make the other one feel better, feel comfortable, like you start like sharing more time with their friends, doing their stuff, doing their thing in their times, in their like routine, that's when you lose yourself. And now you don't find yourself anymore in that specific. So you don't love yourself, and you're not able to love the other person, and everything is still like, if you're holding the relationship because of that, then when you breaks, everything breaks, you know. So I need to work that on me. I need to be more like, this is how I do things.
Yeah,
I know
the
you're
boundaries.
Exactly, set the boundaries, exactly. So from the beginning, you start like doing things because, you know, you're in the right, like the most amazing moment, situation, and you just want the other people to feel happy, comfortable, and everything. And you start like doing things because of that, and they become habits. You know, they become habits, and with the time, they become like stronger and stronger. And then you don't know how to be out of.
Right, you've done it for so long that even if you try to change it, they've gotten used to you putting up with it. And then by the time you try to change it, it's too late.
Yeah,
girl.
Too late. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you hard on that.
No, I think all of us.
All of us are like, yeah. And yes.
So I need to defy my love. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Dosificar. Mm-hmm. I need to learn how to dosify a love that keeps going out, but it still coming in.
Because are you a romantic?
The most corny romantic girl. I love details. And when I say details, I'm not talking about like presents. I love details. I love that you find a little note. I love that you find a little thing here, right there. I love to. I've done graffitis on the wall
For a man.
Like, girl, taking time, like long night with my friends doing something, and the next day sending a picture and find it because it's for you. Like, girl, like.
No, that's romantic.
Yeah, that's
But then they're
romantic.
like treating you like shit.
And
You're
I
like,
love-
you don't deserve me.
I love corny songs, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm stuck in time.
Do you write songs for guys that you love
Of course.
and perform them to them?
Of course. Yeah. You know what I did once? I just did a song I recorded in a cassette. I let the little cassette player, I don't know how to do the player, with the cassette inside. And I left the house with a note like, listen to this for you.
Did he text you and say, I'm madly in love with you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That was cute.
Okay, your song TQG has become such an empowering breakup anthem for so many women. How did that collaboration with Shakira come to be?
Okay, she was having this specific moment in her life, and I had this song that I wrote in a specific moment, kind of in the same moment of my life, and I just noticed in her interviews and everything that she was speaking about like a feeling that represented the song. So I had the song, and I didn't have communication with her, but I just got her contact, sent her the song, explained her a little bit why I felt that she could be like a part of the song, and then she loved it. I think we had like amazing like conversations before, like to shoot the video and everything, and I think that's why the song became like so big. It was like really genuine about like how she was feeling and how I was feeling when I did the song. So it was amazing.
It worked.
Yeah,
The song talks about an ex coming back when they see you doing better, which is so annoying and so relatable. When this happens to you, Karol, how do you respond?
With a multi-million selling album and tour about what you and how you made me feel. Yeah, like that.
Mic drop. Oh, watch me make some money and just like live out my dreams now. Yeah, that's how you respond.
That's how I
And do you respond to them ever?
No.
That's your response.
You know, like how I am, I'm like when I'm done, I'm done. Like there's not a door, not even a window, not even a nothing. There's nothing. I'm done. It's like you have to notice that I'm trying too hard to put this together, because when I don't do it, I don't do it anymore.
You're done.
I'm done.
And that takes confidence. I feel like we can't talk about confidence without talking about bichota. For anyone who isn't familiar, can you please explain what it means to be a bichota?
You know, it's still like we have this specific word in Spanish, un capo. We say un capo to a person that is really good at something. Like, for example, Messi is un capo. You know, we say it like that. It's like kind of his abichote. And it's the same meaning. They used to use it for a narco person, but it became like a heavy word that represents like a heavy personality. So I loved that for bichota. And now there is bichotas and bichotes all over the world, just super powerful and running their thing. And yeah.
You are such a confident person, which I think people love so much. You even have a tattoo of yourself. What inspired this?
The 3 people that I admire the most in my life, and it's always been the same, and even like knowing and meeting different people is still the same. And it's Rihanna, Selena Quintanilla, and Carolina, that it's me. and actually people, I know they understand, like they can feel that it's really weird, because it's kind of I don't know, like it's hard to say that you have a tattoo of yourself in your body, but for me it's kind of, I'm the only one that knows how hard it has been like for me in different situations. Like if there's someone that I admire a lot, it's myself. It's kind of, I just sit down sometimes and I say like, wow, I don't know how I did this. I don't know how I passed through this. I don't know how I'm here. And actually, I keep just repeating that to myself. My last year was a really hard, crazy year. So I really admire like who I've become, because I'm still like a not confident person like a lot of times. But there's these lucid moments that I have that made me remember how hard has been. So I have myself here. I have Selena Quintanilla. She's like my most biggest inspiration in the world. Her personality, her spirit, her music. She is if there's something that represents Latina girl, it's Selena Quintanilla. And then it's Rihanna. Rihanna, she's my baby. She is my baby. She's like this smart, brilliant, strong person that I really want to remember in every situation. I always say like, okay, what would Rihanna do? Okay, so let's think about it. In this situation, like, because she's a bitch. She doesn't care. She's like, everything's fuck up for her. So I really want to have that. She has done everything she wanted in her life. She has become like a business girl, like a mom, very dedicated and lovely mom. And she has done everything as a girl, as a woman, like everything. So I'm ready.
Have you gotten to meet her?
Yeah, I met her at her Super Bowl. And she gave me the most amazing lesson a person gave me in my life. You have to be. She didn't tell this, but that's like what I realized from our meeting. You have to be the person you would love to meet for everyone. Not convenience. No, for everyone. Be the person you would love to meet. Like when you are in a situation, you say like, this person that made me feel so uncomfortable, so bad. I don't want to be that. She made me feel very special in that room. When I got in, she was like eating little pollitos, like chicken. She was eating little pollitos, and she was already pregnant, and she presented his pregnancy that night. And she was like with no shoes, just sitting in her sofa, and she was talking to me like things that I didn't know that she knew my music, she knew my career, and she made me feel very comfortable. She talking about like as a girl, like I'm very proud. I'm like, so after that I was like, okay, maybe this is the best lesson that I can have. Like I need to be that person that people and my fans will love to meet when they see me. I want everyone to feel comfortable in my presence. That's very beautiful. I felt like that with her.
Did you show her the tattoo?
Of course. Like, you know what happened to me? Crazy. So embarrassed. Like she must be super tired of me talking about her. And actually, sometimes I think, you're showing too much. No. And when you show too much, like I don't need to do a song with her. Like I don't, that's a dream in my list, but I don't need to. I met her. Now my next dream in life is just to go out with her, like, and speak about life and whatever. But I was shaking so bad when I met her. And I was like so embarrassed about it. Like my body was shaking. I was like kind of, hi Rihanna, I love you. And my voice and everything, like kind of just put me on my ballet song. And I was just dancing. I was shaking, like literally shaking. And I'm still embarrassed about it.
And were you just like, I got a tattoo of you?
I got a tattoo of you. Like I couldn't stop speaking. We were like there for an hour and I was like, yeah, living my life. You know, it was my moment. I don't know, maybe it never repeat again. So I just...
I'm so happy for you though. And that makes me so happy that you had such a positive experience with her. She has such a beautiful energy. And oh my God, I think so many women look up to her.
And she smells like heaven. She smells like Rihanna.
You're like, do you want to just actually do the rest of this episode? Let's talk about Rihanna, because Karol G's like, you know what?
Yeah, next. I can keep like just
next
question. Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people feel about her though. Okay, let's talk about your latest album, Tropicoqueta. How did you come up with the name?
Okay, with Tropicoqueta, it was like a world of different things because I did the album while I was on tour, and I was just going to these different countries all over the world. And even in like if I was in Europe or wherever, I had like all these people coming from all the different Latina countries. And the name, it was like kind of, we as a Latinas, we are coquetas. We are like these flirty girls. Like we love being like the center of the room. Like we like that, and we're sexy and we love our curves because they're in a specific way and whatever. And I wanted to express all of that. And for me, the name was like a kind of a tropical vibe and a flirty vibe, and I put them together, and it's a tropi coqueta, and we are all of us we're tropi coquetas. Yeah.
I mean, it's so good, and I think there's so many good also love songs on this. So I have to ask, where's your head at currently when it comes to dating, Karol?
No. Like I'm done for a while, like yeah, I think I'm okay.
No,
but not in a bad way. I feel very special too when I'm alone, because it's when I focus more in myself, and I'm liking it a lot to be this way right now. So I'm not like even I'm not missing like to be with someone. I'm just enjoying enjoying having fun, like being in my process with the music, thinking about like I just want to be back on tour with my fans. I'm missing them. I'm thinking more about that relationship, like because I put it like in a side. And I was ready to start like a different thing in my personal life. I think I was ready, and just life told me like not yet, and just not yet. So I'm just trying to get the message, and yeah.
Do you think that you have a type?
Maybe yes. I like the bad guy a little bit. That I have to change that. That's why. That's why. And I like the guy that like it looks like he's from the neighborhood and he's chill and that's my type.
I love how you just caught yourself too. You're like the bad guys. Oh wait, no, I'm done with them.
Yeah, that's why. Just have this message from heaven.
Yes, being like
that's why.
Stop. What is an ideal first date for you?
Take me to eat like hot dog, French fries. Like take me to this street most dirty place in the world that made me feel that I'm the hood, like where you come from, bad guy, and I love that. Yeah,
Karol, no bad guy.
No, I know. No, like erase this and let's start again. And what about book club, date, and I love bad guys. I'm fucked. Yeah,
you're fucked. Every answer, every time I ask you about love, you're so sweet because you're so romantic, and you're like, and then you just like drift off, and you're fully talking about the bad guys. I'm like, Karol, and you're like, oh wait, no.
Now after this interview, you're gonna be like my little voice.
Karol,
no.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game.
Okay,
let's see how much you like bad guys. I'm gonna give you a scenario, and you're gonna tell me what you would do. Okay. What would you do if you start dating a guy and then you find out he has been a secret, massive fan of yours for years?
No. That's gonna take it, like, I don't know. Like, if he admires what I do, is a thing. But if he was like a crazy fan, like, I don't know.
Okay. What would you do if your boyfriend proposed and you absolutely hated the ring he got you?
Oh, no, I don't care.
You don't care?
No, about the ring.
Yeah.
No, but I care more about the moment when he asked me.
What would ideal proposal be?
I don't know, like a really unique one.
Okay.
Like be creative.
Would you pretend to like the ring?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. What would you do if you caught your boyfriend lying about his location?
Problems. We have like crazy problems. That's gonna start like a new way of manage this relationship.
What is the biggest lie you ever caught a guy in?
A location. And a location, but I'm talking about miles and kilometers and seas.
Seas.
And seas. Like I'm here and actually I'm in a different continent.
No.
Yeah. It happened to me. Girl.
What do you do in those situations? Do you go off or do you go quiet?
No. That's a no. That's a next.
That's a next.
Yeah. So now I'm telling something.
Okay. Now you can move on. Okay. What would you do if you found out the guy you're seeing is still best friends with his ex-girlfriend?
If I met him that way, I don't have any problem. And because of I have really good relationship with some of my ex-boyfriends.
Okay.
And they're like...
But do you like hang out with them?
But what is when you say hang out is what? Like going to party or...
Yeah, like would you hang out alone with them?
No. That's disrespectful.
Okay. You would just like socialize with them.
No, social, exactly.
Okay.
And exactly, socialize.
And you're just cordial. Like it's chill. Like you're not...
Yeah.
Okay, so no bad blood.
No bad blood.
Okay, last one. A guy didn't come up to you all night at a party, but then he DMs you when you get home.
Again, a guy is the whole night in the party, but he didn't say nothing, but then he DM'd me. No, you lost your opportunity. Okay,
Are you, or is anyone sliding into your DMs in the Coachella land right now?
No.
Or just have you not checked your DMs?
No, but I right now I don't have Instagram. I just deleted it was taking me a lot of time to be...
Right, you're busy.
Yeah, and then I want to be focused on like my show and my things.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Depop. I feel like we all have that one chair in our bedroom that becomes the I'll deal with it later pile. Well, for me, that pile has slowly taken over my entire chair and the whole floor and the whole room, okay? And there are pieces in there that I have been meaning to sell since my 2020 tie-dye sweats era. Yes, I know. Let's not talk about, also the barrel jeans phase. You guys remember that? That trend was just simply not for me, okay? It came and went quickly, thankfully. But that's where Depop comes in, because what feels wrong in your closet might be exactly what someone else has been searching for. Depop is a resale marketplace where you can buy, sell, and discover secondhand fashion that you'll actually be excited to wear. And I know reselling can sound a little intimidating, right? But they make it so easy, guys. You literally just take a picture of your item and Depop helps with the rest, even suggesting a price to help it sell. One of the best parts is the buyer pays for shipping and there are no seller fees. So you keep more of your money. Amazing. We love to hear it. And you don't even need a printer. You can choose a convenient drop-off and call it a day. Whether you're cleaning out your closet, looking for a Friday night out outfit, or just experimenting with your style, Depop has something for everyone and every style. If your closet needs a reset, start with Depop. Download the Depop app now and start listing today. Okay, last question.
Okay. Oh my God. Like last question, it sounds like it's a hard question.
No. Easy.
Okay.
You are one of the biggest artists of our time, and just hearing obviously about you as a little girl with your dad dreaming of the day, and then you standing in those stadiums and looking at 90,000 people and standing there and realizing how many people love you and love your music and connect with your music. Like when you look at your career, what do you hope fans take away from listening to your music?
With themselves. I want to be a bridge for the people to get together with themselves. It's just a thing that costs me a lot to understanding the process. And there's this moment of perfectly worlds in social media. Everyone has a perfect life. Everything is so aesthetic. Everything is so perfect. There's no process for nothing. It's from here to success. No, I want the people to take realness from my journey and understand that there's hard situation, there's sacrifices, there's hard work, there's discipline, there's things like the ones that happened to me, that happens to everyone. And I just want them to understand that we are in a process. Everyone is in a process. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine.
I cannot thank you enough for coming on Call Her Daddy. This was so fun. I feel like I learned even more about you today. I feel inspired. I'm so happy for you, for all of your success.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. And this specific moment, I think this interview is going to be really helpful in my career. So thank you so much for opening this door for me and to your community. We're really big fans of your show, even me and my friends. So they're there, very happy behind the monitor. And thank you so much. You have a great show. Congratulations. And thank you for having me today.
Oh my God. Thank you, Karol. All right. I will see you guys next weekend at Coachella. Bye.
Salí con otro que para olvidarme que en mi vida te tuve.